You are here. Welcome, everybody. It's so great to see such a huge group of people joining us today. We're going to officially get kicked off. We have a phenomenal set of students that have joined us here from all over the country to share some magic with us today. So welcome to the MadLearn Student Showcase. This is our inaugural student showcase. This is the very first time that we are doing this, and we are thrilled that we have such a great group of students here to share their magic with you. So welcome to everybody. I am Alethea Master. I'm the founder and CEO of MadLearn. I'm one of your hosts for today. I live in Atlanta, Georgia. We have a global team members all over the world. And I also have one of my phenomenal colleagues as my co-host here, Doreen Frempong Ba from Accra, Ghana. Doreen, say hello.
Hi, everybody. It's a pleasure to be here. I'm so excited to see everybody online today, joining from all parts of the country and all over the world. So it's such a pleasure to be here. It's 8:05 p.m. in Ghana, and I'm ready and excited to, kick this student showcase off. So welcome, everybody, and thank you for being here today.
Awesome. And don't forget to post some pictures. If you'd like, take some pictures, post some pictures, and tag us at MadLearn. Another quick reminder before we get kicked off with our kids, if you have questions for a particular student or a particular app that you are seeing today, please post them in the chat. Doreen's going to help us with moderating the chat and getting questions from the audience. So students are here sharing their information, their work, their passions with you. And we'd love to get some questions from you. So if there is something that you're wondering about, a question that you have for a particular student, make sure you put that in the chat for us to be able to talk about. Okay, so you're probably wondering, many of you are in education, many of you are involved with students directly, many of you are family members or friends of students who are presenting today, and you're probably wondering, what is this weird company, MadLearn? Why did they send me an email to register for this event where they can hear about students? So let me tell you, MAD stands for Mobile App Development. That's what we do at MadLearn. We teach kids how to build and launch their very own mobile apps. We know kids are obsessed with their phones. Let's use this as a way to hook them into creating and building. All of the students that are here today that are going to be sharing their apps with us have gone through this 6-step process, design thinking. They've thought about an idea, they've planned it, they've designed it, they've built their mobile app, they've tested it and gotten feedback. And finally, today, they are launching it and sharing it with you during our event today. The reason that we're here is because we want to create things that we wish existed, and we help students all over the country create the things that they wish existed. So let's hear, without further ado, this is going to be a rapid fire showcase from 7 phenomenal teams and students across the country. So let's hear about some of the things that our kids wish existed and what they created for that purpose. So first up, we have Tanzim. Tanzim is from Cobb County Public Schools in Atlanta, Georgia. She's at Barber Middle School. And a fun fact about Tanzim is that she actually didn't like working with technology in her computer science class, but she was so good at it that she won the Georgia statewide student app challenge with her team on the app that she's about to share with us today. So Tanzim, go ahead and unmute yourself. I'm going to give you the ability to share your screen. And this is our first student presenter. So in the chat or in your little reactions, give us some applause and some drum roll for our first student coming up. Tanzim, take it away. Tell us about your app, Unify.
Hello everyone. My name's Tanzim, and I'm here from Barber Middle School. And here to show my app called Unify. So let me just share my screen. So this is my app, Unify. We created this app, or we, like with my partners, we created this app to bring awareness to hate crime and things along that basis, like religious hate and like racism and such like that. So pretty much the whole app is just revolving around things like that. So like here's the slide about gender inequalities and stuff, and there's just information about that, and you can input some things that you like in the app. It's like interactive, so you can put some things that you would like to share inside of the app. So yeah, so these are just a few like examples of the pages. And then we have a photo gallery in our app, and it's just kind of like a cool way to see some pictures and stuff about different things in hate crime and stuff. And here's just some experiences that me and my partners gathered from our school, from our class when we were interviewing everyone. And we just have a slide here for anyone to share their experiences. And yeah, that's pretty much all there is to my app, Unify.
Thank you, Tanzim. And you can keep your screen shared for just a second, because I have a question for you. You worked with a team of students on this app, right? How many were you, and how did you decide on this topic? Why was this something that you thought of as your idea for the app that you wanted to build?
Sorry. So there's 3 people that created the app, me and 2 other partners who aren't here today, but these are people that I work with to create this app. So in the same computer science class, we were asked to use Madlearn to create an app that was based off of like a problem that we saw in the community or society. And as we were brainstorming, we thought of hate crime, because all types of hate crime are really like a big thing recently in society these days. So we decided just to create this app to bring a little bit of awareness to it, to whoever saw the app, could get a little bit more information if they didn't really know too much about it. Yeah, so.
That's phenomenal. That's phenomenal. What a great idea, and what a great project for the 3 of you to work on. Now, you created a video that you submitted to the State Department to win this challenge in this statewide app competition. What was it like creating a video for your app?
So it was actually, I remember the process of it was kind of last minute, because we had to do it in like a day. So we were it was like kind of crazy. We had to like move around, and we were in school at the time, so we had to move around in like different rooms and stuff and make it work with the classes. So it was kind of like, I don't want to say like hard, but it was kind of crazy trying to bring the video together. And then editing it too, because we had to do like a lot of takes and stuff, because it just wasn't like coming together perfect, the first time. So yes, that was kind of our process of making the video.
That's amazing, Tanzim. And I heard nothing like a deadline to get stuff done. And I heard we try and try again, right? Till we're happy with it. We keep iterating, we keep making it better and better each time. So that's phenomenal. You have a question in the chat, Tanzim, from Melissa. Do you keep up with the comments that are submitted in the app? So, where you have one page in the app that talks about personal experiences. So is that something that you're able to keep up with? And what's that process like?
So when we were creating the app, it was like, when we added the information in, we actually put our teacher's email. So maybe our teacher is still getting those emails if anybody is filling them out. So that's like the best I can give, because none of our partners actually put in our thing. We ended up putting our teachers for it. So
as makes sense, again, from safety, security, all of those things, but I'm glad. So make sure you check with Ms. Watts and see if there's any of those comments that have been submitted. So thank you for that question. And again, audience, please do ask questions to students as they are presenting. Tanzim, thank you so very much for sharing your app Unify with us. Again, Tanzim from Cobb County in Atlanta, Georgia. Her particular app won the statewide student app challenge. So congratulations, Tanzim. Great job. You can stop your screen share and I will pull this back up. Thank you. So up next, we have Jessie from Cold Spring Oakhurst ISD in Texas. Jessie, you are a part of the Gear Up program, and you've done some really fun stuff with Gear Up. So you created this app that is called Flippin' Fun. And for anyone who would like to see this app on your phone, please scan that QR code. That's how easy it can be. So take your phone, your tablet, whatever you've got, scan that QR code so you can look at this app with us as Jessie is presenting. So Jessie, I'm going to toggle over and give everyone just a chance to scan the QR code if they want. We'll put the link in the chat as well for everybody to see. But tell us a little bit about you, Jessie, and your amazing app, Flippin' Fun.
My name's Jessie Coker, and my app is about gymnastics. I did this because gymnastics is like a big sport around the world, and a lot of people like to do it. And so in my app, it tells you all what you can do, and like it's asking you about like what it's actually about. And then now we have beams. Beams is like, it's every single one is going to show you like how to do it. And so it's going to like give you an example. And then we have bars, and it's just going to be like the same as beams and all the other ones. It's going to give you like examples on how you can do bars, flips, still rings, stuff like that. And it gives you very good examples actually. And then we go on to feedback. Feedback is just telling us like what it's about, and then also like giving you like a little question on what's your favorite, like what was your favorite to learn about. And so you can answer that. And then at the end of feedback, it showed a video, but we don't have to watch that because it's a little bit long. But and then it's of Simone Biles.
Okay, I just wanted to click on it to pull it up for me, but that's awesome. Okay.
And then next we have the test. It's just gonna like ask you some questions and all that. And it's gonna also like give you like an idea of what you need to do and stuff like that. And so if you like really needed help, like this would be a question that you would ask for.
Wow. See, I have not studied your app well yet, so I do not know the answers to these questions. I'm just guessing, but okay. I love that. Nice.
And then next is the game. I added a little game for a little bit of fun in my app because I thought it was kind of like just a little bit plain. So I added checkers.
Ah, okay. Very cool. So I could actually play checkers right now?
Yes, ma'am.
Love it. Okay.
And then citations, like where I got all my stuff from. And then yeah, that's really about it. It's Flippin' Fun, and it's supposed to be about gymnastics and all that. So I thought people would maybe want to like know about gymnastics more because it's a worldwide sport and some people don't know how to do it exactly. So I kind of gave them an idea. But yeah.
I love hearing that, Jessie. Thank you so much for sharing your app with us. How did you even start to like create an app? How did that happen in your world?
So there was a Gear Up teacher, Miss Thornton, and she asked a few Gear Up students if they wanted to do Mad Learn. And so we did it at our high school, and there was a teacher that came down and he just let us like work on an app, and he showed us how to do it. And it was actually really fun though.
Nice. And was that summer? Did you do it during a summer camp?
Yes, ma'am.
Excellent, excellent. I'm glad you enjoyed it. And you're getting some applause and good job in the chat. So I love hearing that. How did you get into gymnastics? Clearly, you wanted to create an app that helps us learn about gymnastics, and many people may not know all of the different types of moves or types of things that you have to do to be a good gymnast. How did you get into gymnastics?
So gymnastics, I just saw like Simone Biles and all that and people in gymnastics, and I thought that was like really cool. And I'm also in tumbling, which it kind of like leads back to gymnastics. And
Mhm.
it's like really fun because it's like stuff that you can do when like, and also it's something that you can get off your mind of things. Like whenever you're doing tumbling, you can just get off your mind of things. And then also it's really fun to do beams, bars, flips, still rings. Because whenever I was younger, I was in gymnastics and I did that with a friend and it was really fun. But then I moved on to tumbling. And so, yeah.
Excellent. Well, round of applause for Jesse and Flippin' Fun. Thank you so much, Jesse, for sharing that with us. And at the end, we're going to see the sticker that Jesse has on. It must be pointed out. I can see it from here, Jesse. I got you. Okay. Up next, we have Jacob and Anthony from Oceanside Schools in New York. Jacob and Anthony on a phenomenal app. They are high schoolers in New York, and they worked on an app called Vacation Finder. So we're going to hear about this from Anthony. Anthony, I'm going to stop my screen share so you can pull up yours. I know you want to present your app. And this one is Vacation Finder. So Anthony, take it away.
It's Anthony. We made an app about vacations because like a lot of people would like to go on vacations. So we got like amusement park, skiing, hiking, beach trips, mountain trips, and cruises.
And Anthony, can you share your screen for us so we can see the app that you created? We're not seeing your screen just yet. If you hit that share screen button at the bottom.
Just click this. What happened to your Zoom? Oh, over here. Let's make that big. No, you want to go to the right. All the way. Yep. And then.
And I've got it up too. If you want me to share, I'm happy to do. Oh, there you go. You got it. Okay, we can see your screen. And we've got Vacation Finder up. Go ahead. And you're on mute, Anthony. So if you want to unmute for us.
All right. When you go to amusement parks, there's different amusement parks like Busch Gardens, Universal Studios, Disney World, Disneyland, Six Flags, Adventureland. When you go on like Universal Studios, it says like where the place is, what types of rides they have, where you can stay at, you can travel there. Then when you go to skiing, there's places where you can ski at. And then when you click on the links, it brings you to like the website, but the school blocked it, so.
That happens. That's okay. You can toggle back to your app. So, but essentially the links go to some of those ski resorts that you're highlighting.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay.
You can go to different beaches like Long Beach, Jones Beach, Miami Beach, and like Florida. You can play games there. There's fun events there. And then go to like mountains where you can like hike mountains, the snow mountains, like other type of mountains. When you hike, you can go hiking up Central, and then the tour. And then there's different cruises, like Carnival Cruise Lines, Disney Cruise Lines, Holland American Lines. And yeah, we made an app because to find the best vacation fit for you. And we did research on how to find all these things, and then you can always go there when you're like going on vacation. Yeah, that's about it.
Wow. Anthony, I've got to say, as you're going through all of the different sections of your app, I'm thinking, wow, is there anything that he missed? Anyone in the audience, if you can think of any type of vacation that Anthony could add to his app, please put it in there, because I feel like you covered everything, and all categories of different kinds of vacations. I was telling Anthony earlier, I love skiing, so the ski trip section is going to be one that I go to. I also love the beach, so I will spend time there. But love hearing and seeing all of the depth of information and detail that you put into there. What made you come up with the idea for this? I mean, clearly you love vacations, but why did you and your partner come up with this idea? How did that come to be?
So a couple years ago when I graduated elementary school and moved on to middle school, my sister brought me to like Universal Studios. So I thought it would be like a cool idea with my partner to make something like trips that you can go on.
I love that. And Michael says in the chat, it's a great vacation app. I would use it for beach trips and amusement parks. Good job. So kudos, Anthony. Thank you so much for sharing your Vacation Finder app with us. And again, folks, links to all of these apps are in the chat as the presenters are coming up. So if you'd like to look at them yourself, feel free to do that, and you can play around with the apps that students have created. Okay, up next we have Gabe. Gabe is here from Atlanta, Georgia, and Gabe is with the Coding with Culture program. So Gabe has created an amazing app. I hear it just happened last week or the week before. So I'm very curious to see and hear more from you, Gabe. Welcome. We're so glad you're here. Fun fact, Gabe is an excellent competitive swimmer. Amazing. Love to hear that. So Gabe's app is called Care to Go Camping. Care to Go Camping. It's an app all about camping, which we are about to hear about from Gabe. But again, if you want to see this on your phone, scan that QR code, take a look at Gabe's app on your phone as he's sharing it with us. So Gabe, with that, I'm going to hand over to you. Take it away, Gabe. Tell us about what you created, and we can't wait to hear. And actually, before you share that, we want to hear the story, right? The background. Tell us, oh my gosh, look at this. Okay, go ahead, Gabe.
Hello, my name is Gabriel. I made this app because me and my family and a few other friends, we go camping every year, and I thought, some people that I know don't really go camping because like they think it may be too pricey. There's a lot of things that I thought of. But one real thing that I thought of was maybe they think it's so expensive because you're going out there and you have to take food and all that stuff. So I thought, some people haven't gone camping. So I created this app for people who haven't gone camping before to help them know what to bring, some safety equipment, and stuff like that. So
Do that for you.
thank you.
Okay. All right, go ahead. You share those.
The top reasons I decided to make this app is because my friends and I and my family go camping a lot. And the reason I think camping is cool is because you can go on hikes, you can obviously roast marshmallows. Sometimes where you go, you can swim in lakes and rivers, and that's always fun. And if you're someone who likes nature, this is definitely one thing that you should do. Now, my app was designed to help like people who have just started camping and don't know what to bring, and people who think are too expensive. Now, I did do a little bit of research and found out that 43% of Americans don't go camping because they think it's too expensive. So I've decided to make a little I decided to make a little price range section where it's like under $100. Some features of my app include interactive pictures, and my app can help you bring safety equipment. My app also has a price range, which I just talked about.
Want to show them the app? Okay. Let's go through.
And I have to say, Gabe, as you were talking, I'm looking at the app on my phone and looking through all of the different sections that you have as well. And Mr. Hicks, you actually don't need to worry about that. If you want to just sure, you can pull it up that way, and we have the link in the chat as well.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Either
Sorry
way.
about- okay,
no,
here
either
we
way.
go. All righty. Okay, you can go ahead and click the move this out the way. You go ahead and start talking about it.
So my app, this is your home screen. You can see what this app is about here. And then if you are ready to enter the home screen, you can click About to Camp. Now this will kind of open up everything from photos, price range, safety supplies, and camping activities. I'll go through camping activities first. It shows you some places that you can go, some things to do. Of course, we're not going to go through all these videos, so it would take a very long time. But yeah, there's some places to go camping. And next I will go to,
Show me your coding. Show me your coding page.
okay, so here I have just a few things, like whether I recommend them or not, and like I only have a few on here, but for tents, I said that they're an essential part because you really need them to protect you from like either rain and just to help you, so you're not laying on the ground when you camp. Sleeping bags, I would also say you probably want to, because instead of laying like on the tent and just on the rocks, you have something in between you and the tent. I also had flashlights. Flashlights, I would say that you could probably bring. They can help you see stuff like, let's say if you were looking for something in the dark that you forgot, you could just take your flashlight, go out and find it. Small ovens. Now this one just was kind of random, but they're recommended because even though they are a little heavy and they take up some space, they are good for if you're ever doing breakfast. You can cook stuff on it. And me and my family actually use this a lot, normally to make pancakes or hot chocolate. Now we will go over to our safety. Now I did put some things like the first aid kit, fire extinguisher, pocket knife, and compass. But I did make a few videos on safety in case you were just wondering what to, like, just things to know in case you're going camping and you want to know some stuff. And then we come over
Your
to
price range.
I looked at the price range and I thought that was brilliant. So tell us about this, Gabe.
So this price range is for people who think camping are too expensive. So I went ahead and made a list of like a bunch of what food you've got, like tents and stuff like that, under $100.
So make it affordable.
So that it can be affordable for people who think it is too expensive. So obviously you're going to need some firewood, pillows, flashlight, lighters, lighter fluid, just in case the fire doesn't work out how you wanted it to. But yeah, you got your sleeping bag and bug spray. This one is really optional. I just decided to do this because bugs are really annoying whenever you go camping. But yeah, that's price range. Now we will go to,
You hit everything. You tell me
I
see
think I
if they
hit
have any
everything.
questions.
Yes. Do you guys have any questions?
Thank you, Gabe, for that phenomenal presentation. I love that you did some slides as well as showcase your app. That was not at all a requirement for today's presentation, but you went above and beyond, and we're so proud of the app that you built. Now, how long did you spend doing this app? You were at a Thanksgiving camp with Coding with Culture with Mr. Hicks. How long did you spend on your app?
About a week. About
Nice.
working on everything, and we did do a few other stuff just like to relax, but this was our main priority for sure.
I love that, Gabe. And you have some great comments in the chat. The colors, the graphics are amazing. Thanks, Gabe. This is a great tool to help people save for camping. I have to tell you, I've always in my head thought that I would love camping, but I've never done it a whole lot. I've done it like twice. But I'm one of those people that thinks it's expensive. And so your app is going to help me figure out how to do this and do this with a lower budget and be mindful of that. So phenomenal pocket guide to have when you are camping, when you are prepping for a camping trip. And this all came from the fact that you've had that experience yourself and you know how much you love it. So great job on that. Thank you for sharing. Any questions, folks, please put them in the chat. Even after the student is done presenting, if you have a question for a particular student, just pop that in the chat and we'll make sure that we can help address those. So kudos, Gabe. Thank you so much for sharing Care to Go Camping with us. Okay, up next we have Tabitha. Tabitha from Lufkin Middle School in Lufkin ISD, Texas. Tabitha, you have an app. And by the way, Tabitha is in her school band and loves tater tots. I'm with you on that, Tabitha. Absolutely love my tater tots. So Tabitha, you created an app that is called Cake It. Tell us a little bit about Cake It. Again, scan the code if anyone wants to see this on your phone. Tell us a little bit about Cake It. How did this come to be as an idea? What is your passion around this that helped you want to think about creating this app?
So I made Cake It because I liked making cakes and decorating them pretty much.
Awesome. Okay. So I've got your app pulled up. Tell me where to go and we can click through. Tell us all about what you built and how it's laid out.
So you can you basically make your own cake pretty much and design like how you want it and stuff. So go to cake flavors.
Okay.
And then you can choose whatever one.
Nice. Okay.
And then you can go to cake shape.
Oh. I did not know that's how you make a heart shape with a cake. So thank you. A square and a circle and you cut it in half. Got it. Okay.
And then go to icing color.
Okay. Oh. So you're telling us how to create different colors based on, you know, prime colors and what do you mix to make different colors?
Yes, pretty much.
Got it. Okay.
And then you can choose either fake flowers or real flowers. So you can hit the next one.
Okay. So how do you do real versus fake on your cake?
So I actually have never put flowers on my cake, but like I think you just pretty much just put them in there, and then for the fake ones you just ice them on.
So those fake flowers are icing?
Yes.
Oh. Awesome. Okay. What else?
And then if you hit fun cake ideas, it's literally in the name, fun cake ideas.
Oh. Nice. Okay.
So yes.
So this came because the idea for it came because do you love making the cakes or just decorating them?
Mainly decorating them.
Mainly decorating. Okay. And how many cakes have you decorated in your life so far?
Surprisingly, really only 4.
That's okay. You got to start somewhere. And also, you don't have a lot of years. So you're still
Yeah.
young. So 4 is totally fine. So you like decorating those cakes and you wanted to help us know a little bit about how to do that, what are different techniques, and possibilities for that. Now, I have to ask you, Tabitha, if you were to think about, I know you made this app during, was it a Gear Up summer camp that you had?
Yes.
Okay, so you made this app during a 1 week camp over the summer. If you had to add more stuff to your app to continue to develop it and make it even better, what do you think you would want to add to your app?
Probably better like ways to go to like each option. And I think that's all.
Okay,
Mainly.
okay, excellent. Better ways to navigate, have some of those options.
Yeah.
Okay, good stuff. Well, thank you, Tabitha, for sharing Cake It with us. I love the name. Oh, look, there's a cake emoji you can put on Zoom. So absolutely love that. Any questions for Tabitha, please put them in the chat, folks. Comments, questions, feedback, please do share that with Tabitha. But thank you for sharing Cake It with us. Okay, up next we have Rachel. Rachel is from Cold Spring Oakhurst ISD in Texas. And Rachel was also part of her Gear Up is a part of her Gear Up program. And they did some summer camps at their school as well. Now I believe, Rachel, correct me if I'm wrong, you won the app challenge at your school. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So tell us a little bit about Mackie. The first time I saw it, I was like, oh my God, this is for me. So tell us about Mackie.
Okay, so Mackie's a macaroni app, and basically it tells you everything you need to know about macaroni. Some add-ins you can do, how to make it, the microwaves, its origins, and some really cool recipes you can find on there. And I have a game you can play in case you get bored.
Love that. Okay, before I click on anything on your app, so we're all seeing this. Again, you can look at it on your phone or your computer if you want. Why Mackie? How the name and how the idea?
So when we were first asked what do we like as we were just an icebreaker, I said I like macaroni, and I couldn't think of an idea to what to make my app about, so I decided to do it about macaroni. And I didn't want to make it just macaroni for the app title, and I thought Mackie was short and sweet, so I chose that for the name.
I love it. I absolutely love it. Okay, tell me what to click on. What would you like to show us within your app?
Okay, so you can go in add-ins first.
Okay.
And you can click on any one you want, which one you like to add in macaroni. And it tells you about this add-in with a photo.
I love me some brisket in my mac and cheese. I'm just going to say thank you for adding that. You're right. It's not very common. My family knows how much I love mac and cheese. I try to always make it. I don't make it very well, but I love it.
Yeah.
So you have all, oh, crab. Awesome. Okay.
Yeah. And then you can go to microwave. So, and you can click on either one of these, the 2 most popular brands, and so it tells you what they're made out of, and there's a little tutorial on how to make the microwave macaroni because
we might need that.
yes, some people forget to put water in.
Yep. That's
Yeah.
very much needed. Yeah, very much needed. We need the water, guys. Okay. So you're teaching us how to do the mac and cheese in a microwave if you're gonna get Kraft or Velveeta. Got it.
And you can go down to famous recipes.
Okay.
These are some 2 recipes you can click on, either one of them, whichever one you like. And it teaches you how to make them step by step. So if you ever want to make them yourself.
John Legend has his own macaroni and cheese recipe.
Mm-hmm.
Huh. Okay, I'm trying that for Christmas this year.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can scroll down. You can go to citations and game, because we can't have plagiarism here. And we can go to games, and there's tic-tac-toe. And you can play it, well, it's Mac-tac-toe actually.
You see how, no, see, I won. You see,
Yeah.
Tic-tac-toe. Oh, nice. Okay, very cool.
And then you can go to recipes
Okay.
and you can choose an easy, a medium, or a difficult recipe. And there's step 1. You can click on it, and then you can go down and it teaches you the 3 steps to do it.
Oh, I love how you laid that out and organized that for us. Very nice. Okay, and these are some coding screens that you built in here, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, very cool. How was that? Had you ever coded before you built your app? Had you ever done any coding before?
When I first took the class, I didn't have any other elective and I did not like it until I realized we did this, and it came so much in handy and it really helped me out in making this.
I'm so glad to hear that's music to our ears. And I have to say, Robbie just put the ultimate dad joke of all time in the chat, and she says, Mac-tac-toe. So you don't have tic-tac-toe in your app, you have Mac-tac-toe. Absolutely love it. Rachel said it. Awesome, Rachel.
Thank you.
Good stuff. Anything else you want to show us in your app?
If there's anything else you'd like to check out, that'd be cool, but nothing else.
Okay, perfect. Well, thank you so much,
you.
Rachel. Love it. I clearly am going to be using your app over the holidays. So, thank you for sharing Mackie with us. Okay, actually, Rachel, you also have a slide here. So tell us a little bit about this. Anything that you want to share with us on here?
Okay, so I did not make this, my teacher did, and she just asked me the questions. So what I enjoyed most about creating the app was learning more about macaroni and cheese, using Madlearn, and being creative. But what I did enjoy least was first learning how to make it. I was kind of lost until I really started to pick up and learn about it. And I really enjoyed using technology for this, using actually coding, because I haven't really done that a lot before. And this app like really involves coding and making your own app, which is super cool.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Excellent. And pop quiz for the entire group. Who invented the first macaroni and cheese of all time? Is that the question here?
Yes.
And I'm assuming you know the answer. Don't tell us yet. Hang on. Any
Okay.
guesses in the chat? Who invented macaroni and cheese? Anyone? Any guesses? Come on, don't be shy. Just put a guess out there. 1 of 4. I mean, you have a 1 in 4 chance of being right. Any guesses? Who invented mac and cheese? Going once. Going twice. Alexandra. One of Gabe's uncles says my mom. I think that is the perfect answer. We're going to go with that one. Okay, please tell us, Rachel, what is the correct answer to that question?
When I first researched this, I did not expect it, but it was Thomas Jefferson when he went into a trip and he discovered how they're dishes and he made like his own sort of one and brought it to America. And I thought that was super cool. So the answer is Thomas Jefferson.
Okay, we all learned multiple things today, but also this fun fact, Thomas Jefferson. Thank you, Rachel. Okay, up next, and our final presentation for today is Jalexi. Jalexi is from Lufkin Middle School in Texas, and she plays on her girls' basketball team and played soccer since she was 3, but doesn't really like soccer. Okay, so even though you did something since you were a kid, it doesn't mean you have to like it. Totally fair, totally fine. Jalexi, welcome. We're thrilled that you're here. Tell us a little bit about your app, that's Sport of Fame. Again, QR code for all of us to scan, Sport of Fame. Jalexi, take it away. Tell us about your app and how did you come up with this concept? Why is this something you wanted to build?
I wanted to build this app, Sport of Fame, because I like to play sports.
Awesome. Okay, you like to play sports. So I've got your app up here. Tell me what to click on. What would you like to show us today?
I have different sports, and it just shows you different famous people and a little bit about them.
Okay,
So,
I'm not going to click on soccer because you said you don't like soccer. So I'm going to click on basketball. How about that?
okay, so two famous people are Steph Curry and LeBron James. They are two of the world's most famous basketball players.
Okay.
And then for volleyball, we have Brenda Castillo and Thaisa Meneses. They are also two famous people for volleyball.
Okay. So you've got famous sports people in each category. Is that right?
Yes, ma'am.
Nice, nice. Okay. So for each one, you've got two. How did you pick the two for each one? I mean, that's hard. There's a lot of well-known athletes in each sport. How did you pick your two?
I just searched up two famous people with like fast times and put them on there.
Okay, so there was some research involved, right? And a lot of the apps, almost probably all of the apps that we saw today, had a big, heavy research component where we have to know stuff before we put it into an app and share that with the world. So you did some research around the most famous or best times for all of these different sports. Excellent. So each one has two, is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, cool. Tell us about feedback and info.
For Hall of Fame, we have different task cards and people and telling them like where they're from and what sports they play.
Oh, nice. I love that. And on your phone, folks, if you click on the flashcards, they'll flip. On my computer, they're just flipping as I hover over. So I'm seeing each athlete, and those are great pictures, by the way, that you picked for each of these athletes, and who they are, what they are, where they're from. That's amazing. You've got a ton in here. Now, this was a flashcards template, which was also one of the coding templates. So you figured out how to do HTML and CSS and JavaScript a little bit on here. Tell us about what that process was. How did you figure out, did you know HTML before you created this page?
No, I didn't.
Okay, how did you get all these pictures in? How did you figure out how to use this?
Miss K helped me figure all this out, and yeah.
Cool, cool. So you learned a little bit about how code and the actual code relates to what you're seeing on the screen. And when you change certain things, you see that update on your screen as well. Amazing, amazing. I love that. And by the way, Ronaldo was one of my favorites. Okay. And last but not least, quiz. Tell us about your quiz.
My quiz is basically like if you read the information, it just asks a few questions from different sports and like
Well, no, I did not clearly read everything, but this will tell me what my score is, which is 0. Guys, help me out. Come on. Oh, and Jalexi won your Shark Tank in Lupton. Excellent. So your app won the Shark Tank at your school. Very, very cool. What sport was not in the information? Okay, so let's see who was paying attention. What sport was not in this app? I'm not going to click on it. I'm going to take an answer from the chat. So which of these 4 was not represented in the app? Boxing. Yep, I think that's right. Let's do submit. Yes, we got one right. Okay, teamwork. How many sports were in the information? 1, 2, 7 or 9? 7. We're gonna go with 7. 7. Okay, awesome. Well, we're not going to keep going with the quiz, but you built this quiz so that you have the questions, you have the answers. Obviously, it's telling me whether I got the answer correct or not with my score. So you programmed it to know what is correct and what's not based on that. So brilliant. Anything else, Jalexi, that you would like to share with us about your process of building it? What was it like to build your app? Was it kind of hard? Was it easy? Was it like this crazy thing you never thought you'd do, but then you did it? Tell us a little bit about that.
It was a little hard because we only had like 4 days over the summer, and it was a bit of a hard process.
Got it. Okay. Do you feel like you learned something new in that process?
Yes.
Okay. What do you think you learned?
I learned how to code, how to make an app, and had a fun time doing it.
Good. We're so glad you had a fun time. That's awesome. Thank you, thank you, thank you for sharing with us. That is our final student presenter for today. I wanted to put this up here just for any of us in the room. If you do want to contact any of our team members, here are some of us on the screen. Alexandra is on our team. She's here with us as well, and she is absolutely fabulous to work with your teachers, to help bring any of this to the forefront. So that's our contact information. Wanted to make sure that you had that as well. But tell us if there's any other questions, any comments, especially for all of the students that are here that took the time out of their day to not just prepare for this presentation, but launch and share their app with all of you. So what I would really like to ask before we adjourn is for any of you to unmute yourself and share some feedback, encouragement, anything that you would like to share with the students before we leave. Anyone wants to unmute? We'd love to hear from you.
Do it. I'd be happy to. You know, I am so impressed with everything that the students did. The apps are fun. They have so much content, so that was impressive. And the graphics were just beautiful. So everything was visually appealing. And I could see where, you know, that is just so important in this process. It's like, hey, you got to make something that the people are going to want to look at. So kudos to everybody.
Thank you, Janet. Thank you for sharing that feedback with us. Anyone else that wants to share any questions, comments, feedback, teachers, parents, family members, well-wishers, whoever, tell us.
That was such a good job that they all did. I mean, it's so wonderful to see the young people getting involved in coding and then doing these apps. Very creative. I was impressed.
Thank you. Thank you so much for sharing. Miss Epps, go ahead.
Yes, hi. All of the students did a wonderful job. I know it's nerve-wracking to speak into an audience, to speak about something that you created. You did fantastic. I am so impressed with all of you, and it was excellent. Now, as you guys started learning the process of coding, please take it and continue with it. And just keep building, learn more coding, see more that you can do. We need you because we're going to need somebody to build that kill switch later on in life.
Thank you, Miss Epps. So true. We've all gotten started on this process. For most of us, this is the first app that we ever built. And it's just the beginning, right? So let's keep it going. Let's continue to hone in on our skills, on our interests, on our passions, and work at creating things that we wish existed. Mr. Hicks, go ahead. I feel like you want to say something, share something with us.
Absolutely, absolutely. I am thoroughly impressed. I've been immersed in MadLearn. Got to see some wonderful students also from Gear Up, from a different part of Texas. So shout out to the Texas Gear Up folks. But really just want to encourage students. You know, the great part about you guys and, you know, when Coach Hicks grew up 100 years ago is that, you know, these are things that you guys can do right now. You know, when we were coming up and we wanted to be entrepreneurs, we had to, you know, spend money, millions of dollars to get commercials. You know, you guys have social media, so leverage that in a positive way. You know, you have, I mean, free advertisement, and these apps are something that once you have that skill set, there is no age limit on computational thinking. There is no age limit on design. So the brilliance, the creativity, that's the hard part to teach. And that was definitely in abundance today. So kudos to all my fellow educators. Great job, young people. I'm impressed at the youth, the age of these, and the complexity of these apps is amazing. So great job. And yeah, I can't wait to see what you guys create next.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Mr. Hicks. And to leave you all with this final message, don't worry. be happy. It was so good to see you all. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for being a part of this inaugural MadLearn Student Showcase. Students, you are amazing. Keep doing the great things that you're doing. We are honored that we get to share in your journey. Happy holidays, everybody. Thank